Hey guys, what's up? I'm going to be showing you guys how to do one of my original effects. What's it called? Flicken Jacks or something like that? Can't remember the name. It was a random name. But it's a pretty cool trick to do. It's quite easy, totally impromptu. And yeah, all you really need is the two jokers. Let's get into how to do this trick. First off, just bring to the attention that you're going to use the two jokers later on in the trick. Just so that way they're not like, okay, well, the joker's there. Just like, we're going to use those a little bit later on. Let me start the trick off first. So you can have the spectator shuffle if you want. Totally impromptu, like I said. So, a spectator shuffle. And then you have them select a card any way you like. So let's say they choose this one, the Jack of Spades. Okay. So what I like to do, of course, is just slide it right there in the middle, show them, then push down on the top left corner of the card, causing it to out jog it, and then just grab the pinky break. That's the easiest way to do it, I think. And then you can do a double undercut or a table cut to get their card to the top. Either way. And then what you do is you have them select another card. So let's say they choose the 10 of hearts. Okay. What I like to do is just do a swing cut. You can see just swing cut, and take their card and just put it right here on top of the packet that you swung cut. Swinged cut. Swing cut? Swung cut. Whatever, the packet that you cut off, which is the top pack, which has their card right there in the second position, and their second card on top. Alright, so just show them their card right there, their second selection, and then just start swing cutting a bunch. And the first time that you swing cut, make sure you get a break. Alright, so you're right in this position, show them their card, swing cut like this, and just get the break. Alright, show you one more time just in case you're still a little confused. You swing cut and you get, that did not work at all. Hey, there we go. Okay, let me try that again. You swing cut and you get the break right underneath the packet that you just swung cut. Why do I have such a hard time with that? The packet that you cut off, there you go. Then you just cut some more, so it looks like you're mixing it up a lot. And then you just have the break right there. And then you can do either a table cut to get their card to the top, or you can do a double undercut, whichever way you want. And so their two selections, their first selection and their second selection, are on top. Then what you do, snap your fingers and say, watch. Your first selection jumps to the top. Of course, you're doing a double lift here. Alright, so do the double lift, show them, say, alright, Jack of Spades, that's your first selection. They'll say yes, they'll be like, oh, that's pretty cool. Then what you do, double lift again, and then you take the second selection, which was the 10 of hearts, which they think is actually the Jack of Spades. So you take the 10 and you put it in the middle of the deck, just barely sticking out, just like this. Alright, I don't know if you can see, you want to have it so that way just the border is in. You don't want to have it like this. You want to have it so that way it's just the border. Okay, you can see that just the border is in the deck, the rest is sticking out. Alright, then what you do is just flick it, and hopefully if you did it right, I shouldn't say if you did it right, it's the best way, because you could do it where like you just flick it and it doesn't flip over, which happened in my performance. But it's always nice when you actually did like 1.5 flips or 1 full flip. It's always nice to flick it and it flips over. If it doesn't, that's fine. It just looks better this way, I think. Either way, you flip the card. If it excuse me, if it lands face down, all you do is just say, look at your the Jack of Spades turn into your second selection, the 10 of hearts. If it's face up, then obviously just say, look at the 10 of hearts, your second selection. They'll be like, what? Then what you do is when you are putting the card on top of the deck like this, what you're doing, before you do that, you want to get a break under the top card, which is their first selection. Alright, so it's like this on the table or whatever. Tilt your wrist inwards and grab the break under the top card. Alright, pick up the first selection and say, or second selection, say, look, there's your second selection. And you might be wondering, excuse me again, you might be wondering, when are we going to actually use the jokers? Then you say, well, just hold on, let me do something real quick, because I was able to change your first selection into your second selection, so I should be able to change your second selection into your first selection, right? Then what you do is a really cool color change. I don't even know what it's called. If you know what it's called, please tell me down below. I just remember seeing it once. I was like, that was awesome. So what you do is you just keep the break right there, and you grab the top or the bottom left corner, which is in the little notch thing, whatever you want to call this, the little thumb portion right here. Grab this corner and the opposite corner, the top right corner. Alright, and you pick up 2 cards. You're stealing away their first selection. Okay, so you go like this and take off the 2 cards. Alright, so all you really have to do is just spin the card like that, and it changes into their second selection. Of course, you just don't want to go like that, because then it's very obvious that their card, they have 2 cards there instead of 1. So what you want to do is you hold it and say, watch. If I just wave my hand, and you wave your hand pretty quickly like this, you kind of disorient them. It's like this. Alright? And when you shake it, you just flip it over. Just like that. Oops. So you like this, you shake, and you flip it over. Alright? Has a really cool effect. I love this color change. It's just awesome. So just shake your hand and spin the cards around like that. Alright? So spin and say the 10 hearts is changed into your first selection, the Jack of Spades. And you end cleanly because their card is face down now. It's not like the snap change or any other changes where there's a card that's face ends up being like this. You end pretty cleanly. So you just turn over their card, and say, alright, so now we're going to get to the jokers. And as you're doing that, you want to get a break under the top card, get a pinky break, and then transfer to a thumb break. If you can see that, there you go. Then you do a double undercut and get their first selection to the bottom. Alright, Jack of Spades, 10 hearts. Then what you do is you take the 2 jokers, you put 1 on top and 1 on bottom. It's hard to see, but these are actually the jokers. So you take 1 and put it on bottom, and you want to leave the bottom card out jogged, so that way you can get a hold of the bottom card, so that way when you shoot it out, like any other sandwich trick, you can get their card easily. But this is where it differs a little bit, is because you have to slide the top card over, so that way you can get a grip on the top card, which is their other selection. Okay? So you're doing this. It's kind of like a sandwich, like a regular sandwich trick, where you shoot the deck out and it's and you just have the card on the bottom be their card. But since you have 2 cards, you have the top and the bottom card. Okay? So you're in this position, 2 fingers on the bottom, just like that, your middle and index, then your thumb on top, and just throw the deck into your other hand, and these 2 cards should stay in there. If you have other cards that stay in there, you're either holding it too tightly, or this happens, where you have this, you end up sliding over too many cards, so you end up getting like 3 different cards there. So be kind of like, you end up getting 3 cards there, is because you held on to too many cards. So again, I'll show you guys one more time. Slide the top and the bottom cards over, say okay, 1 joker, 2 jokers, and then you just hold on to the card right here and the card right here, throw the deck into your other hand, and show that 2 cards have been captured by the 2 jokers, their 2 selections, the Jack and the 10. And that is Flicken Jokers. Flicken Jokers. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's my trick. I hope you guys enjoy it. I know I haven't been making as many videos as I would have liked to, but of course school started, all that fun stuff. So I'm trying to get as many videos out as I can. So there'll be for sure be at least one video every Wednesday, just because that's my shorter day where I get off earlier and all that stuff. So there'll be at least one video on Wednesday, and I don't know about the rest. Maybe a few videos on the weekend or something like that. But it might not be a video every day. So yeah, I just want to thank all you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, that's all for me. I shouldn't have a card there. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.